If I were to ask you what the most important variable in mental health was, what would you say? I've spent the past 7 years organizing conferences and interviewing the world's leading psychologists, researchers, and authors in an attempt to better understand the human mind and how best to reduce unnecessary suffering and realize more of our potential. In speaking with over 200 of them, some patterns have begun to emerge, and I think I might now have an answer to the question posed at the start of this video. In a word, it's attachment. This is the one thing that if we get right, makes everything else easier. And the thing that if we get wrong or if we neglect, leads to a whole cascade of negative outcomes. And although they might not be conscious of it, most therapists who are doing their job right are helping their clients to build secure attachment bonds. You could even make the case that the majority of psychotherapies out there are essentially technologies for helping individuals develop internal secure attachment so that they can heal their ruptures sustained in early life and begin flourishing in their relationships in the present. This includes their relationship with themselves, their relationships with others, and their relationship with something higher. I'm not talking out of thin air here either. Scientific research shows that secure attachment is linked with increased resilience, greater happiness, and stronger personal relationships. It also shows that insecure attachment increases your vulnerability to a whole host of negative outcomes, including anxiety, depression, and substance use disorders. Importantly, studies have also found that attachment patterns are passed on from generation to generation. This means that if you're able to reshape your attachment patterns in the present, not only are you healing your own wounds, but also those of your parents and ancestors, as well as those of the children and descendants that will follow you. In other words, by transforming your own internal world, you have the potential to be the person who disrupts a long line of unnecessary suffering and be the person responsible for creating a greater sense of peace, harmony, and an improved quality of life for the generations that follow you. This is why we're organizing the Holistic Attachment Summit this year, an online event exploring the most essential ideas in attachment theory, research, and their clinical applications. It will bring together more than 30 of the world's leading pioneers in therapeutic practice. People like Bessel Kolk, Sue Johnson, Stephen Porges, Janina Fisher, Dan Siegel, Pat Ogden, Paul Gilbert, Stephen Hayes, Richard Schwartz, and many others. The summit will take place from the 20th of October to the 1st of November. And if you're interested in attending, you can get a free ticket via the link in the description.